Well, welcome to the Quinta, and it's sleeting, so not a wonderful day, and I've got a job to do, so we're going to have a look at that. It was quite windy last night, as you can imagine. I'm not very pleased about that, so I'm going to just go and see whether I can remedy it briefly and make a plan, because it looks like we're going to have to do the job properly and build a polytunnel that is a little bit more resistant than this one has turned out to be. All the best laid plans of mice and men. Honestly, all the seeds, everything just chucked around. Well, not a huge amount that I'm going to be able to do about this, I think. But I do want to protect all our hard work, because if it's going to snow, that's not great news for all the plants. Oh, that's a little bit of a bind, as I said in that last video, and I think I might have been rather erring on the side of being optimistic that it would actually last a decent amount of time. I think I said 5-6 years, feels like 5 minutes. Yeah, so suboptimal wind shear performance, I think you could define this as. So what I'm going to do, I am going to go and get some nice wooden staves, and I'm going to basically rebuild it as it should have been in the first place. I think those of us that make YouTube content can be sometimes accused of erring on the side of positivity. Yeah, I'm not going to cry about it. These things happen. Right, here we go. I've got some wood, and our lovely neighbour has lent me his post digger. So I'm going to go and fiddle around, get those into the ground and start making a plan, so I can hopefully get this rather destroyed little polytunnel back into working order. So I do think it's quite easy to gloss over just how much physical labour is involved in doing all these things. Plans evolve, of course. What I think I'm going to do, because it's going to provide a slightly quicker solution, we're going to put in these posts, and I'm just going to go round and I'm going to make the holes for the others. And I've also got these ones slightly skinnier, and what we're going to do is reinforce every one of these little uprights here, and then what I can do is I can chop off using the chainsaw, which of course is the correct tool for the job, and cable tie the thing onto the stakes, backfill it, and that should then hopefully hold it nice and straight. And then we're going to do our best to bend it back into a semblance of the correct shape. So yeah, I do need to get that done though. We've got snow up on the Serra de la Estrella, and that is likely to mean that the winds are going to be very, very cold, and that's not great for seedlings. We're going to have to move all these strawberry plants that have been planted along here and just scrape back all that earth so we can hold the tarpaulin thing down again. Well, all this rain at least is good for the garden, and actually it's about 12 degrees, so it's not too freezing cold at the moment, but it jolly well was this morning when I got up. My goodness me. I think it's scheduled to persist for the next hour or so, so discretion being the better part of valour. I might go and have a cup of tea. I don't think this is going to come to too much harm. Right, you're running out of battery, so we're just going to continue putting these in, banging in the stakes, and we'll come back and show you the result a little bit later on. I do have to say, it's looking better than it did this morning already. So here we are, about an hour later on, and we've managed to put in one side reinforcement. We're gonna still have to think about what we're gonna do on the roof trusses. I think it's going to be a bit of duct tape, and as you can see, Ev is just scraping away all the lovely earth so we can actually get the tarpaulin back over the top when I've finished doing the rest. So I think we'll have to get another couple of uprights and reinforce the roof, but we're going to try and get the tarpaulin back on, see if it doesn't completely collapse, and fingers crossed it's not going to be as gusty as it was last night. So I think what we're going to do is just staple it, and if it survives the night, we'll put some battens down it. Well, I think we timed that fairly well. And definitely not perfect, but hey. So, what's the betting that we're going to wake up tomorrow morning, it'll be all over again? Oh well. Life is an adventure, and these things are sent to try us. And I guess the important thing is not to give in. So thank you very much indeed for watching, despite the disgusting weather. I hope it was a little bit of fun. I actually preferred doing that than putting up in the first place. Not that I want to do it a third time. So as ever, thanks a lot for watching. It's brilliant to have you along on the journey. Like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you next time. Oh, you found a dry place. What you doing? Oh, yuck.